दोस्तों बहुत बहुत स्वागत है हमारे YouTube चैनल पर जिसका नाम है पीवी एजुकेशन हॉल्ट। और यहाँ पर आपको मिलता है शॉर्ट हैंड डिक्टेशन, फ्रेजेस और आउटलाइंस। अब अगर अभी तक आपने हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर ले, साथ ही बेल आइकन को जरूर दबा लें ताकि डिक्टेशन आपको टाइम पर मिल जाए। और एक बात और, अगर आप हमारे टेलीग्राम चैनल से जुड़ना चाहते हैं तो डिस्क्रिप्शन में आपको टेलीग्राम का एक लिंक मिल जाएगा, वहाँ से आप टेलीग्राम चैनल को ज्वाइन कर पाएंगे। और साथ ही अगर आप इसका मैटर चाहते हैं, ये जो हम डिक्टेशन बोलने जा रहे हैं जिसकी स्पीड है 100 वर्ड पर मिनट, तो ये मैटर भी आपको डिस्क्रिप्शन में इसका लिंक मिल जाएगा। आप वहाँ से हमारे फेसबुक ग्रुप में जाकर आप इसको ले सकते हैं, साथ ही आप हमारे ग्रुप को भी ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं। तो दोस्तों शुरू करते हैं, 5 सेकंड में शुरू करेंगे। 5 सेकंड्स। The question arose for consideration in the case of Ahmedabad Private Primary Teachers Association (SAPRA) as to whether teacher could be regarded as a employee under Section 2E of the Act, and if so, whether he or she is entitled to claim gratuity amount from his employer in accordance with the provisions of the Act. Full stop para. The two-judge bench examined this question in detail. Full stop. Justice D.M. Dharmadhikari, speaking for the bench, held that a teacher is not an employee within the meaning of the expression employee as defined under Section 2E of the Act, and hence he or she is not entitled to claim any gratuity amount from his employer under the Act. Full stop. In other words, it was held that since a teacher is not an employee under Section 2E of the Act, he has no right to invoke the provisions of the Act for claiming gratuity under the Act from his or her employer. Full stop para. It is apposite to quote the reasoning of their lordships in paras 20 to 26 of the judgment, which reads as under: an educational institution therefore is an establishment notified under Section 1(3)(c) of the Payment of Gratuity Act 1972. Full stop. On behalf of the municipal corporation, it is contended that the only beneficial effect of the notification issued under Section 1(3)(c) of the Act of 1972 is that such non-teaching staff of educational institutions as answer the description of any of the employments containing in the definition clause 2E would be covered by the provisions of the Act. Full stop. The teaching staff being not covered by the definition of employee can get no advantage merely because by notification educational institutions as establishments are covered by the provisions of the Act. Full stop para. Having thus compared the various definition clauses of the word employee in different enactments with due regard to the different aims and objects of the various labor legislations, we are of the view that even on plain construction of the word's expression used in the definition clause 2E of the Act, teachers who are mainly employed for imparting education are not intended to be covered for extending gratuity benefits under the Act. Full stop. Teachers do not answer description of being employees who are skilled, semi-skilled or unskilled. Full stop para. These three words used in association with each other intend to convey that a person who is unskilled is one who is not skilled, and a person who is semi-skilled may be one who falls between the two categories, meaning he is neither fully skilled nor unskilled. Full stop. The Black's Law Dictionary defines these three words as under semi-skilled work: work that may require some alertness and close attention, such as inspecting items or machinery for irregularities or guarding property or people against loss or injury. Full stop. Skilled work: work requiring the worker to use judgment, deal with the public, analyze facts and figures, or work with abstract ideas at a level of complexity. Full stop. Unskilled work requiring little or no judgment and involving simple tasks that can be learned quickly on the job. Full stop. Thank you.